أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون صدق الله العلي العظيم. وقد قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يا معشر الشباب من استطاع منكم الباء فليتزوج فإنه أبس للبصر وأحسن للفرج أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. Most respected elders, beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, visiting members, teachers, may the peace, mercy, and the blessings of Almighty Allah descend upon us all. Over the past 9 days, there have been at least 3 Muslim couples who have been paired off officially and religiously, becoming husband and wife. And this is very commendable, for Allah has mentioned many of the signs. And in the verse I recited, it states, and among the signs is this, that He has created for you, O men, from among yourselves ASJA, mates, companions, spouses, that you may dwell with them in love, peace, and tranquility. And He, Allah, has put between your hearts love and mercy. Verily in this, there are signs for people to reflect. The Messenger of Islam, according to these, has addressed the young men, Ya Ma'shar al-Shabab, O gathering of young men, Man istata'a minkum al-ba'a, whoever among you can marry, meaning he can provide for a wife, he can protect her, he is capable, he is in good health, then فَلْيَتَزَوَّجْ, let him do so. It's more like an order, let him do so. Get married. For verily, that will help him to lower his gaze and to protect his modesty. And in other teachers in the world, marriage is my way of life. And whoever rejects him, turns away from my way, is not of me. And for those who have reached the age and time keeps moving on and they have no interest, no intentions of getting married, you should know that celibacy, abstinence from marriage, is not ever considered to be a virtue in Islam. There is no fadilat in that. In other religions, yes. But if one desires that his blessings for salah, his fast, his reciting of Quran be multiplied, the way to go is the way of marriage. Get married, raise a family, fill the madaris, the madrasas. This is Allah's wish, that everywhere there should be all servants who would glorify Him and remember Him. Remain in abode is no good paradise. We have been told in the Quran and Hadith that we shall have companions, inshallah, and we pray that every day, and if possible, after every salah, you make dua for your entry to paradise. Don't leave it. If it takes 1 minute, Allahumma inna nas'aluka al-jannah wa na'udhu bika min an-nar. You pray for one another. Leave aside laziness. Right after you have done your duty to Allah, when you have prayed this button and talk with Him, right after you raise your hands and make dua. You beg Him, He said, call on me and I will answer the call of the caller when He calls me. We pray paradise, and we have been told even in heaven we shall have companions. And you know it, the khanda, the family is the nucleus of any society. And there is only one way to bring about such an institution, by way of marriage. Sometimes parents feel afraid to hint to their young ones who have become adult. If they are not becoming married, every now and then you give them a hint. You can't force them. Suggest to them, when you meet those who are not married, you suggest to them that marriage is the way. Ask them, give dawah, so that the rewards can be there for everyone. SubhanAllah, my brothers and sisters, in husband and wife relation, you will notice that laws, rules and regulation is something that people really do not like. Who really enjoys rules and regulations? And it is for this reason that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whenever He admonishes a couple or He talks to man about the social life, these orders always come along with the command of taqwa. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullah. O Allah, O believers, you fear Allah. Wa qulu qawlan sadida. And you say that which is right. And this is why the Prophet, upon peace, he selected such verses to become a marriage sermon. Those that are accompanied with taqwa and fear. For without fear, to many people it does not make much sense. And we will note that the interrelations between man and wife are of such a very delicate and sensitive nature. No amount of laws, rules and regulations can do full justice to their lives. Nor could any court of law help them. And it is for this reason that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not made the conjugal rights, the rights that have to do with husband and wife, a mere matter of rules and regulations, but rather a natural and an emotional requirement from both spouses. Without this, rules do not work, and that is why Allah is indeed very wise. He said, وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. He has put between your hearts love and mercy. It's the love and mercy. Two things he has mentioned. Muhabbat and love refers to the young age, when spouses are attracted to each other with that love and affection. Whereas mercy would work when couples would grow old and sometimes passions may subside. ponder over this short verse of the Quran, you will see that the person wears garment for various reasons. First and foremost, the person puts on clothes to cover up his body. He wants to cover himself. We saw where Allah said, O children of Adam, verily we have descended upon you garments, so that they can cover your bodies, they can cover your shame. In marriage, husband and wife, both parties have to realize they have come together, and if they serve as garment one to the other, one has to cover up the faults and the mistakes of one another. One has to realize, no matter how attractive a person will be, he or she, no matter how good looking, how handsome, how beautiful, the fact is, there is only one being, supreme and high, the Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, who is free from defects and has no faults. Everyone else has faults. Allah said, man has been created weak, man and woman. Do not look for the faults of one another. You be the garment. If you should see defects, hide it, cover it. Each one does it for the other. Only then you would be a good garment. We wear garment also to look nice. Because Allah said, Warisha, it is also a decoration. Husband and wife must realize that they look and they must look nice to the public when they are together. Each one is supposed to make the other one look better. You find one looks serious, you have to find ways to bring a smile on your companion's face. That is part of it. One wears garment to comfort himself, to protect oneself from the sun, from the cold. Look, in cold countries, how much garments people wear. Yes, to cover themselves. We wear garments to cover. In marriage, each party, husband and wife, should protect one another in the same manner. It does not matter from whom you have to protect your wife, or a wife protects the husband. It's important. That's the word used, libas. They are garments for you, and you are garments for them. Another thing about a garment is that it can take adjustments. Most important, you like to wear clothes not just to cover yourself. It has been permissible that you wear something that will make you look smart. A suit of clothes that will make you look nice. It must be attractive. And if you are wearing something that you are uncomfortable with, and you know that you are not looking well, you don't behave too well. You need to wear something that makes you look well. You must know that you are looking well. Allah wants that. Your clothes takes adjustment. If it is too big, you take it in. The pants is too long, you give it a hem or two. The skirt is too short, you let lose the hem or two. It takes adjustments. So too in marriage. After marriage, the couple, they need to know that they need to make adjustments to accommodate one another. It is important. It is not about one is ordering the other one. And this is something that many couples do not pay attention to. Avoid doing things to wear out and to become old your marriage. It's not about just sitting there because that is your wife. Here, bring this for me, bring that for me. You sit in front of the TV, in front of the computer, and you want just everything right in front of you. That is not it. There is nowhere where thing for her. It's not about ordering the other one. Learn to allow everyone to become an individual. There are things that we ought to learn and practice to keep our marriage going. 20 years would have passed, and when people look at you, they will wonder, like they just got married a year, 2 years. And we must congratulate people, mashallah. In our audience, there are people, subhanAllah, who have crossed 50 years of marriage, approaching 50 years. They're almost 60 years into a marriage. And they are doing well. They are marriage sermons. They themselves are khutbas, a marriage khutba. It's not for a period of time. In order for a marriage to work like that, if we follow these Quranic injunctions, we will learn to do things to renew. And that should be our new resolution for 2014. What can we do to renew that bond? To rekindle that love and Muhammad which Allah has put in the hearts one for the other. Rather than do this and do that, let me do this for you. Let me do that for you. Think of things you can do, small things you can do, to bring the smile on the faces of one another. And it's important that one learns to express feelings. It's important. Allah said it, "O you who believe, Ya Allah, وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا." It's not about just that you avoid saying things which will create a problem. In marriage, even to stay together and remain silent, that has been condemned. You don't stay silent, then you will have your wife in your car and you leave for a storm or you drive to Brandy and you didn't say anything. You didn't say anything except maybe on your phone. That is also condemned from the Quranic verse. But Allah is ordering you. You're a man, you're a leader, you're a guardian. He's saying, Kulu, find something relevant, something interesting to say to your spouse. It's a command. You see that it is good and strengthen the relationship. It is important. Be a real comforter. My friends, do you know how very dear it is to Allah when a man can create the environment in his home, with wife, with children, those who live with you? You create such an environment where there is so much love and feelings that whenever you have to leave the house, it troubles you. You rather try to look for an excuse not to leave because you are so missed and you miss your family that you look for excuse to remain at home. You have to create that bond. When a man creates that bond and environment and he leaves his home in the path of Allah, be it for salah, be it for jihad or for anything, and he misses his home for his family is dear to him, Allah loves that very much. We take the example of tahajjud. People talk about tahajjud. Tahajjud is a prayer after a person has tasted the warmth of the blanket and the comfort of his bed. And you are so much enjoying that sleep under the coverlet. Then you throw that off you, get up and perform wudu and get under the salah. That is tahajjud. It is not the same where a person, he cannot sleep, he's restless, he's turning right and left, he can't find sleep. Boy, better get up and tahajjud. It is not the same. A person who cannot find peace at home, home likes him. He does not find peace that I leave his house and go. So he finds a place that is more comfortable than home. And here it is, he is somewhere. Be it in the mosque, in his job or elsewhere. It's not the same. Allah appreciates when you create an environment at home where there is muhabbat, love, pyar. Then you leave. When the Prophet upon his peace remained in seclusion in Cave Hira. I'm sure you will remember from your Siratul Nabi, Hazrat Khadija radiallahu anha used to carry food for him and to check on him occasionally to make sure he is fine. It was not that they had a fight and so he couldn't stay home and he is going all alone to Yaqub and to stay in Hira. A time came in his life when he had desire for that, meditation, you want to be alone. It's the same. You create the environment where there is love at home. When you leave, you miss home. You are here, you're worshiping Allah, you're thinking about Him, but you miss home. There is no way about that. No two ways about that. Your rewards for your salah are greater. Why do you think Nabi Akram sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Khayrukum, the best of you, all of you, Khayrukum li nisaikum, are those who are built towards their family. Wa ana khayrukum li ahli, I am the best towards my family. And he was the leader and he found the time to do everything. Yet he stood up and he announced, I am the best of all of you towards my family. And end by urging myself and you, let this new year bring about a lovely resolution. Find ways. You do things at home a little extra, more than is expected to make your family comfortable. Be a good family person. And then your rewards for everything else will be the best. In money you spend in the path of Allah, how much is being said about spending in the way of Allah? Thank you. In money you spend, to free a slave. A money you spend upon your family, the greatest of them with respect to the rewards is the money you spend upon your family, your wife, your children, in some cases your parents. That which you spend for your family is being rewarded more than ever. Make them happy. Allah said, وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, treat them nicely. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless and reward us. And when we do such a home as fathers, as men, our sons will follow. Our sons, the honest they will look and they will see how Daddy treats his family. And they follow. Then after a period of time, we will find all Muslim homes, mashallah, is filled with more and more love, more and more responsibility and commitment to family. Barakallahu